Okay, everyone, thanks for coming back. It's fact time number 14 today. We continue our Godzilla series, and we're going to again talk about Godzilla monsters. This will be the last portion of this Godzilla series here. We may return to Godzilla at some other point. I'm going to just have one more monster character to talk about today. If you know your Godzilla fans, if you have seen the 2019 film Godzilla King of the Monsters, if you know your old school Godzilla, you know the monster I'm going to talk about. You may laugh, you may squee, you may get excited, you may want to cuddle it. It will be the one and only Mothra. Mothra is exactly what it sounds like. It's a giant moth. So that sounds silly. That sounds like it would get beaten up. But for the statistics, Mothra beaten Godzilla's butt quite a few times and done quite well. Again, this is science fiction. This is not something that's really all that real. Would a moth beat a giant dinosaur thing? I don't think so. But anyway, this is just interesting in the sci-fi context because we see the absolute raw power of the insects brought forth. Moths may not have been the best choice to display that, but they take a moth and they make it their own. They make it just absolutely powerful. So that's really exciting to somebody who loves insects as much as I do. With the original character, Mothra was similar to Rodan, like we talked about in our last episode. Mothra was a standalone creature. And Mothra was then later brought into the Godzilla series and also fought against Ghidorah in the first film. Like we talked about, Rodan did that in our last one. And they all, four, Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra were in the 2019 film, the American version. And this is what we're looking at here, a model from that film. So this is an American model. This does not look like the traditional Japanese one, really. But I think it's just kind of fun, even though this doesn't really look like a moth in its leg design. I think it's kind of nice to see insects given their due. I want to talk about insects more in future. They're amazing. They're fascinating. Please don't squish them. Please love them. There's a lot that they do for us in our world. And in the Godzilla series, Mothra is an overtly female character, so it's one of the few gendered characters. And Mothra is kind of a protector of Earth and saves humanity repeatedly. And I like this, that they added this benevolence to the insect character, the recurring insect character, because there are some other insect and arthropod characters, actually. There's some praying mantises, there's a giant spider, there's a giant crustacean as well. But there are a lot of things that we can get out of meditating on it and thinking about the power and the immense ecological importance of insects for all life on Earth. Without insects, you and I will not make it. Most animals will not make it. Most plants will not make it. So please be kind to insects. Please learn more about them. I would love to talk about them more in future. But this is just a way that you can, mix your science and your science fiction. You can enjoy your Godzilla movies and still remember the science behind the animals in them. And that's probably the big draw for Godzilla films for me. That's why I've had now 6 videos about Godzilla. There's so much to talk about in them, yes, but they always have something about life, something about animals and biology. There's always something for a biology nerd and a paleontology student or a paleontology fan or paleontologist or anything. There's always something for us in there. So watch some Godzilla if you get the chance. Any sci-fi you watch, just think about the science and the real stuff that's back there. You watch some Star Trek, think about space and space travel, You watch The Matrix, think about artificial intelligence and what is real and what is not. There are plenty of things that science fiction can do for us. Yes, it could be entertaining. Yes, it could be so much fun. I completely agree, obviously. But there's some reality to these things. All good stories have a grain of truth to them. So think about that next time you watch a movie. If this doesn't convince you to watch a Godzilla movie, I don't know what will. It's fine if you don't, but please continue to watch my videos. Let me know what you think. Comment away. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.